the boy who did the work. Now, actually, a clause, which is, for example, this is a bigger unit. You remember when I was telling you that a clause is bigger than the phrase. How come that a clause is not inside a phrase? In the study of language or in linguistics, we refer to that phenomenon as a rank shift. A rank shift. What this means is that the clause has been forced to do a job that is below its status. That is the point. It's no longer operating at that higher level that it should be over the phrase. But if you pull it out, it begins to assert itself, because within it, you are going to see a subject and you are going to see a final verb that the phrase doesn't have. The whole of the noun phrase, the boy who did the work, doesn't have the final verb. The final verb you see is inside the clause. It doesn't have anything to do with the phrase. It doesn't affect the phrase. It's not used by the boy as an action word, as a verb that can undergo tense distinction. That is what a final verb is, which I didn't explain when I was telling you about the subject and the final verb. Now, let me just use the opportunity to explain that before we move on to another thing. You know, the subject is the person that performs the action. And then the final verb is the verb that can undergo tense distinction and usually shows close relationship, has close relationship with the subject. So, if we take, for example, the boy writing a letter, this is not a final verb, because we cannot change that to different tenses. We cannot say, for example, the boy wrote a letter. Once we use that, then that no longer will be a phrase, but it will be a full sentence. If we take the boy writing a letter, so this meaning that it's not complete. This is not a final verb. That is the point. Now, but if you have the final verb, as soon as you insert, for example, is here, this becomes a final verb, and you can no longer add has been paid that was there earlier on, so that we have the boy is writing a letter has been paid. It will be meaningless, because already the structure has a final verb that it's using, except you attach to this structure another clause that will make it either a complex sentence or a compound sentence. So a final verb actually is a tense that undergoes tense distinction. Now that we have this here, the boy is writing a letter. We can begin to change it to different tenses. We can say the boy wrote a letter, the boy has written a letter, the boy will write a letter, the boy had written a letter, and so on and so forth. That is what makes a final verb. So a verb can be final in a place, and when you use it in another place, it can become non-finite. That is the point. So back to the issue of ranking. What we are saying that in this example 5, the clause who did the work has been rank shifted downward, while the phrase has asserted itself.